Hello and good evening to everyone. My name is Gal Gideon Ben Avram. I'm a commentator and a Middle East expert over here in Israel on live TV and on broadcast channels. My expertise is to understand radical Islam and also intentions of players like Turkey that are trying to influence and to control the international system. We, as Israelis and also as Serbs, like your country, are terribly suffering also from Germany, but also from Turkey. And I'm trying to tell you, our Oslo disaster, that part of our lands had been given to the Palestinian enemy, is also your Dayton agreement. That they took part of your lands and gave it to the enemy, like they created Kosovo. Kosovo is the same problem as Judea and Samaria. It means to give a territory that is most holy and sacred to your people, our people, and your people. If it's Kosovo, Judea, and Samaria, to give it to the enemy in an excuse of making peace. And by whom? By Germany, that doesn't care about religion or about history. They're trying to make everyone secular, without of tradition, without of remembering their own history. Me, as a Jew, I look around the world, I see terror events, I see problems. But I never saw any country in the world or region that suffered so much from terror and from geographical problems between Muslim and non-Muslims, like the Balkanian countries, and especially Serbia is suffering. And also not just from Islam and terror, but also from an arrogancy of arrogant players like Germany and the Democrat Party of United States that done those agreements against us and also against you. They always try to tell us also that Russia is the problem and not the solution, while they were supporting Al Qaeda for 20 or 30 years until the September 11. Now they approved that they were in touch with those Al Qaeda members that now freed Syria. So the West is supporting Turkish terror in the Balkans, of those militias that in the past took down 156 churches in the Balkans. And also they took our most holy places like Judea and Samaria, but not just Judea and Samaria, Hebron, the most sacred and holy place to the Jewish people for more than 6,000 years, that it also mentioned in the Bible. They took our place that was the Holy Temple in Jerusalem. They took it and they said it's a mosque, it's ours. And it was by whom? By the support of the West, by the support of Europe, and especially Western Europe that are doing those problems. There are two parts of Europe. There are part of Europe that our friends that had suffered, that terribly suffered by Turkish terror, the Ottoman terror and their proxies for 100 years. And there is Western Europe that haven't been suffered from the Turks or from occupying. They don't know what it is to take their church or their most holy and significant historic place, and then it's occupied by Islamic forces. They're trying to delete your identity, to delete your religion, to delete your future, and to make you to not remember who you are. My grandmother that came from Istanbul was a descendant of a family that had escaped from the Spanish Inquisition. My grandmother had been raped by a Turkish guy, and today we have a family over there that they think that they are Muslims, and they don't even know that they have a Jewish family. Why? Because the Turks took people and made them Muslim by force, by raping, by kidnapping children, by kidnapping women. That's the same thing that they did in the Balkans. They took the Albanians and made them a Muslim nation. They were 100% Catholic. They took the Orthodox Serbians from Bosnia. They took Bosnia, and it's the same story of Palestine. And they say now we are Bosnians. It means we are an Islamic land. Like they are trying to take the name Palestine, that is originally from the Bible, the name Plishtim, and they said we are Palestinians. So the case of Bosnia, a place that was always part of Jewish history, then became Arab, became Muslim, and then also Bosnia, a place that always was part of the Serbian people, the Orthodox Serbian Church, now became a Muslim country like Kosovo, that is the most important place for the Serbian people. It's like your Jerusalem, like our Jerusalem. And the West and Germany doesn't care about those things. So I'm saying, let's change the international system. Let's be friends together. All those countries that suffered from arrogancy, from arrogant players that try to delete our history, our identity, our Jewish and Christian faith, if it's Orthodox, Catholic, or Jewish. That's what they are trying to do, those Protestant countries. We want also good relationship with them. We don't want to be in war with them, but we won't let them to take our future, to make us forget our past, to destroy our identity, and to be occupied by Islamic dangerous forces. Now they are trying to make together, like in the First World War, together the Turkish Empire with Germany to occupy the whole world. They are trying to destroy the Balkans and Serbia again, to destroy your government, to make you a puppet of the European Union, and they want us now, okay, to be occupied by those Syrian and Turkish forces that are threatening us. And before that attack on Syria, that is good that this dictator had fallen, but it was a massive arms sailing by Germany and also Turkey together. Also, there is a cooperation of all times between Balkanian countries and also Greece in this time that we have a problem with Turkey. And I'm trying to tell you guys, if we won't stop it together, and we will try, and we will say to Western Europe, we are not going to let you occupy us by this Turkish Ottoman Empire. We are going to stay strong to keep our sacred and holy places also in Israel for the Jews, but also for the Serbians in Kosovo and in the Balkans. And one day also those places of the patriarchic leaders in Turkey, in Antioch and Constantinople, need to get back to the Orthodox Church. Those are the natural, most sacred and holy places also for the Russian Orthodox Church, but also for the Serbian Church and the Orthodox Church in general. And if we make an alliance, you will take your most holy places, you will take our most holy places in Jerusalem, in Hebron. Maybe we can change something against Western Europe and to stop this reoccupation of Germany and Turkish and Turkish Empire together against us. We need to stop it together. We have the same interest. Both of us are suffering from Turkey and from the arrogancy of this player that is called Germany and the Democratic Party of United States. We have to stop it. We have to prevent it, and we understand each other. Like you had the 7 October terror every day in the Balkans, while your brothers from Western Europe told that it's better to live under a smart Turk than a stupid Christian, and they meant Orthodox and Catholic. So that's why they allowed the Turks and also the Ottoman Empire to rape women and children in Bosnia and in Kosovo and in Serbia and in Croatia and all those places, and in Albania and in North Macedonia, and eventually they took 3 nations that were totally Christian, Catholic or Orthodox, and they made them to be Muslim, major Muslim, and that's the same thing that Islam wanted to do to us in 7 October. They wanted to occupy our identity, our history, to take our territory, to take all the synagogues and to make them into mosques. And they want us that the same thing that happened in Albania and in North Macedonia and in Kosovo and Bosnia will happen to us as Jews. So we have the same interests, the same suffering, and the same problem together. We need to fight it together. We need to win it together. We need to cooperate together. The Albanians, as a political figures, are supporting Hamas. Hamas is also our enemy, our most evil enemy. And if they are support Hamas and they are your enemy, so also Hamas is the Serbian people's enemy. So we need to join together to fight against terror. Now also with Hezbollah, in the last few months, threatened against Cyprus, against Greece, against another Orthodox country. Also Hezbollah is your enemy. And there are voices in Israel that are calling for unity with the Balkan countries, the only countries that knows how it is to suffer and to live under terror and under Turkish occupation. We are calling you to cooperate with us, to be with us, and together to win against Europe, Western Europe, that are trying to delete us with agreements to steal territory from us and to deliver us to the end of Islam like they did for 500 years in the Balkans. The same thing is happening right now. And we have to do it before it will be too late. My name is Gal Gideon Ben Avraham. I would like to see you guys in Israel to cooperate with us. And also I would like to be in Serbia to cooperate with you to save our nations from those hands of Islam and those arrogant players in Europe that made us suffer for years. The same Nazi Turkish Alliance that was in the First World War and the Second, now we can see it again in other forms. They're just saying that they are not Nazis. Also, the Turkish players, their proxies in Albania and Kosovo were also part of the Nazis in the Second World War. Serbia weren't part of the Nazis. So we prefer to be friends with you and not with other players that are against us. Thank you very much.